G'day everybody, welcome back to Dinkum episode 226. Hope you're all doing well today. We're out here in the beautiful northwest of Wuyan. A fantastic place to have a little bit of a camp and sleep under the stars. We were quite busy the other day actually with the summer, farming, considering it was the first day of summer. And I do predict that we're probably going to be spending a little bit more time doing some of the farming today as well, because I don't think we have the farm where it needs to be exactly. So yeah, I figure perhaps maybe we should start the day by, doing a little bit more of that farming. I take that back. We did sort of camp out here because we wanted to, do a little bit of work out this way, didn't we? So perhaps maybe we should start off at the Western Connection, and once we're completed with extending some of the soil over there, we should be able to sort of get the day started with the farming. There's still a few of the patches, or farm patches rather, that I do want to fix up at the farm, make sure that we're sort of growing the right crops for the summer. So yeah, sort of have to look into all of that. The biggest source of confusion is going to be how we're going to deal with watermelons, because as you know, watermelons are a little bit tricky. They need sort of specific tiles to be free in order to grow properly. And we did grow some watermelon yesterday, or sorry, we placed some watermelon down yesterday, and yeah, I'm not entirely sure if they're growing properly, so we're gonna have to take a look at that at some point today. Hopefully they are. But I think maybe also the watermelons actually take a while to sort of materialize into their respective adjacent tiles. Anyway, we'll deal with it when we get back home. For now, I'm just gonna quickly move the heli tiny little bit more, because I think it's sort of in the way. And I might actually just spend the time sort of outlining where I want the red soil to quote-unquote stop. That might actually be a good idea, and that way we can sort of just, again, air quotes, paint the red soil within the boundaries. That's sort of the idea anyway. Maybe something like... Whoa, okay. That propped me up into the air for some reason. That's alright. Early access game, guys. Still gotta remember that. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I feel like for an early access game, this game is freaking awesome. There's so much on offer. And plenty of stuff to just, get creative with. I guess it might not be everyone's cup of tea though, right? Like, some people prefer games that have like a very, very clear objective. And I don't mind those types of games actually. I'm a big fan of, story-driven games as well. But the problem with story-driven games though is that they can, last very, very quickly. Especially, with a lot of RPGs, you might not decide to do any of the side quests and suddenly you're already done. And you might go, really, did I pay, $100 for, a very short experience? But, sometimes shorter experiences are nicer. They might not be as bad, especially if you've got like a really, really good story. So, yeah, I'd like to play a lot more sort of story-driven games as well on the channel, if I can. But, I don't mind a good life sim, farming sim every now and then. But I feel like Dinkum's the main series on the channel right now, so it's not exactly every now and then for me. It's like pretty much Dinkum all the time. That's also alright. I don't mind. Let's see here. So I'm trying to make sure that the entire tower is surrounded by red soil. Oh yeah, okay, that's good. I mean, when you're sort of placing the soil down, it looks as if there's like white sand underneath it. There probably is, but you know, I think you can't really tell by looking at it at a glance. You can see a little bit of white sand just underneath the tower right there, but you know what, that should be fine. I assume we can't place soil down here? Yeah, definitely not. Alright, cool. Let's keep going. What time is it? Okay. I reckon we'll call it quits at 11 o'clock and then we'll head into the farm and do what we need to do there. And then, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what else we'll get up to for the day, guys. It feels like it's been, you know, farming, connection work, and infrastructure recently. But perhaps maybe we'll mix it up a little bit with, you know, continuing some of the work at the square that we've just sort of designed. And yeah, we'll see if we can sort of beautify that area a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure what we'll place down. I mean, seeding is kind of obvious, but maybe before we get into the seeding, we should decide how we're going to place down, like, other decorations, like flowers and whatnot. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. Things are definitely coming along over here as well. We have almost extended all of the red soil that we need to. The only issue that I have with the area, though, is that it just seems very flat. So, you know, we might sort of play around with elevation in the next few episodes out here. And then obviously there's also grass. I would like a little bit of grass to sort of be growing around this area. Trouble is, this island seems to have a combination of both fir grass seeds and the normal grass seeds, like the bushland biome and the pine forest biome. So yeah, we'll have to sort of see what we'll do on that front. But anyway, it is 11 o'clock, so I think it's time to call it quits here and yeah, continue doing some work on the farm. Stepping Stone Island looks really, really nice. Yeah, once everything gets completed, as I said, I do need to bring the camera out here, see if I can, you know, take a few snaps of the area and hang at least one of them out at Theo's. But anyway, we're sort of jumping ahead of ourselves there. Still plenty of work to be done. Yeah, taking the heli is really nice. It's nice and relaxing. Don't have to sort of worry too much about stuff. But I do like having roads everywhere and being able to sort of get around with the bike. I do hope that perhaps maybe in future updates we might get a few new vehicles, like, you know, maybe like a little buggy or something like that might be kind of interesting. You know, there's like wrecks of cars in the deep mines. It'd be kind of nice to see actual cars that work based on the same shape as those car wrecks. But anyway, to Blue, just letting you know that I appreciate everything you are doing for our town. From Fletch. Cool, thanks Fletch. Alright, so here we are. We better get to the farm work. The biggest question mark that I have is whether or not those potatoes have grown, because obviously they're a last season crop. Yes, we've got the bee house that we need to place down at the spare house. Let me just quickly let go of a couple of things here. Alright, so probably don't need this grass seed. Again, let's just place it down somewhere. Maybe there. Alright, so let's gather up some eggs. We've got our fertilizer here. I'm not entirely sure about our fertilizer ingredient situation, but let's just do a quick pass at the animal paddock. And oh no, okay, yeah, they completely died out overnight. So that's not looking great. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. It means that we can start utilizing this space for perhaps some of those tomatoes and some more of those watermelons. Okay, this is looking good over here as well. Got some more beans that are ready. Okay, everything else over here is looking fine. Ooh, one important thing is whether or not our mighty seed is looking okay. It definitely looks like it's okay. Question is whether or not people are actually going to water it. And as I explained the other day, guys, I'm not going to be the one who waters it. I'm going to leave that up to the townies, and I'll actually evaluate their performance over this season to see if they're, you know, up to scratch to actually look after any part of our farm, to be honest. But anyway, I'm probably going to leave the wheat in for the time being. We might wait a little bit for timing, especially with the rest, because these are all fertilized. I don't mind if the last row grows a little bit slower, but that's okay. Let's see. Do we have any bags of fertilizer that we can work with here? No. Okay. We've got some rupus. We have... I have a feeling we probably have enough shrinks shells and perhaps maybe enough bones. But let's drop some of this stuff in and see. Shells. Yep, we do. Cool. Let's put some of this stuff away. And yeah, I'm gonna have to sort of think about how we plant some of these additional crops. So I feel like watermelons are our priority here, because they only grow in this one season, right? So things are looking okay on this side. Still no sign of the watermelon crops exactly like spreading, but that's okay. Actually, I need my scythe as well. Completely forgot about that. There we go. Alright. And yeah, one of these days, guys, we do need to head out and see if we can find those, I guess, special diggos. Because, yeah, if there are rare diggos that I should try and tame, then, you know, I want to try and find those. I also need my hoe, don't I? Jeez. Alright. Keep forgetting the tools that I need. Alright, you know what, I might as well bring the other tools as well and actually get some of that done right now. Okay, and just quickly put these away. I'm not entirely sure if I'll need the scythe anymore, so I might as well put that away. The hoe we will definitely need. Fertilizer is a problem, guys, so I'm thinking perhaps maybe I'm going to fertilize a couple of the watermelons. But that's all I'm going to be able to do in terms of fertilizing stuff. Maybe let's start with just tilling the soil first. Okay, and I'm gonna need to water these patches as well. Bloody hell. Alright. It never ends. Alright, so we've got... I think we'll do like a watermelon right in the center. I think. Or is it better if I do something like a couple of watermelons here, and then like another couple. Maybe I do one watermelon here, one watermelon here, and then cool. All right, and then we can have one watermelon here and one watermelon here. Actually, do I need to... Nah, I'm gonna wait for the timing on the wheat on this side. That's fine. Alright. So... one over there. One over there. And now we can think about placing down these tomatoes. So... one over here, one over here, one over here, and I think one over here should be fine, and one over here as well. Okay, and just as well because we don't have any more tomato seeds, so it'd be a good idea if we actually go buy some from Rain. It's not going to be today though, because we don't have enough time. We could have rushed trying to go to Rain's place, but that's fine. Alright, let's put the hoe away. We need the ironing can. I was going to say ironing bucket. Oh, there's Erwin doing a little bit of work for us. Not fast enough, mate. There we go. Alright. So, I wonder, you know, if it would be a good idea if you would be able to give people upgraded tools so that when they do help you farm or do other work, they can actually be efficient at it. So, you know, like, that would give you a reason as well to be crafting a whole bunch more of those tools and upgrading them, because you'd want all of your townies to, you know, do things very, very efficiently for you. I don't know, just an idea. Yeah. Alright. Hopefully things grow as intended. We shall see. And I'm not entirely sure I'm convinced that I've got enough tomatoes, guys. So, perhaps maybe once the wheat is done on this side, I might consider sort of converting some of this into tomato and onion like crops. So I feel like we should be growing a lot more tomato. But I think we're done at the farm. Let me just do one more check here. Yeah, I think so. Alright. It's time to head into town. We'll put a few things away, and then we'll sort of decide what to do next. Got a few things that go into storage here as well. Chuck all of that there. More shells. Anything else that I need to place down? I don't think so. Let's take the bike. Actually, got a magpie there ready for delivery. Oh, and we did forget to feed Spike the other day, didn't we? So, I was a little bit sad about that. So, let's quickly give him some food today. Hopefully he's still interested. It is a little late. Hey, mate. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Let's just bring you towards this side for a second. Good stuff. All right. Time to head into the workshop. Get a few things done there. And then we'll, I think, continue the work that I said that we would do for the square that we're designing. Might be a good idea just to quickly clear this up. Okay, a couple of shiny stones from that, that's good. Got plenty of bottle brush going here as well. Grab all of that. Okay. So, I think with the area that we're designing, we probably should think about some lighting there as well. It might get a little bit dark at night, so we probably should think about that. But anyway, while we're here, just going to make sure that we make some more wheat. I'm still thinking about whether or not we need a few more mills. We might get that in the very near future. Light bulb. And ores can go in here. Shiny stones we can grind up. Gum logs, yep. Old springs. Gears. Farm stuff. We might as well get a few brews going. Alright, and I think I'll put our milk away as well. So we want a bit of a collection, a supply of milk. I'm not exactly sure if collecting milk is the right term. It'd be a little bit weird. A milk collector. Flour goes in there, and I think we're okay in terms of storage. Let's continue our work on the flour. And now we're going to continue our work on the square. Let's actually just quickly check. Ah yes, we've got the task for Milburn. Still a few more days to go on that one. I think the plan, guys, is we'll probably put a few planters on both sides. And yeah, we'll sort of decorate that way. The problem with putting planters on this side, though, is that it's going to join with thread space. And I'm not entirely keen on it sort of joining up. So yeah, we'll see how we go there. We might replace the thread space, I guess, planters with pots, potentially. And maybe we can sort of have a few different places have pots instead of planters, just to make the place look a little bit more rustic, if that makes sense. That might be a good idea. Anyway, I think I'm going to start with the planters first. So I don't want to go overkill on the planters, because if we're planning to steal some from the rest of the shops, then we probably only need a few. Bags of cement and stone. The other thing is we might need to make some flower pots, right? So, alright, let's do this. So we might need a little bit more cement. Let's get all of that going. Let's grab our current bags of cement and let's craft maybe 4 of these flower beds, and we'll do maybe 4 of those. Alright, haven't checked the recycling bin in a while. An alarm clock. Okay, that's nice. I don't mind keeping an alarm clock. We could probably put that at the spare house. All this other stuff though, well, aside from the prime meat, I'm probably going to sell to John whenever we get the next chance. Speaking of John, we haven't visited the gacha machine. Maybe get that going as well. Alright, and let's put these away. I wonder if I should charge the torch. That's alright, I'll just leave it. Yeah, and we've got all these fossils waiting to be sold as well, which I haven't done in a while, so... Alright, I think what we'll do is... Actually, hang on. Yeah, this might work. So we got a couple of planters like so, and then the rest, we've got like flower pots like so. Yeah, alright. That works, I think. Now it's just a matter of sort of figuring out what kind of flowers we want to put in here. I'm not totally sure if we're keeping any flowers somewhere. We potentially are. Let's check. Where would be... okay, here. We've got some common heaths. Alright, but we don't really have any other flowers right now. I wonder if common heaths are the best things to plant. Let's put one there, and yeah, I think we'll sort of mix and match things up. So we'll go out and we'll explore and grab a few different types of flowers here and there when we can. Rather than use, you know, all of it for common heaths. But I think that is looking really nice. Let's see. Just grab a few more of this stuff and let's just put that away. Bags of cement, iron ores. I'm just trying to think, guys, what I'm going to keep over here. Do we want the fountain to be here? It doesn't look bad, does it? But I reckon maybe the fountain might be a little bit too big. So... can't remember where we placed it. Let's just leave it like so. I don't know. Maybe we might go with a water, a bird bath instead. I can't recall if we've got a bird bath in storage somewhere, and You know, it seems like ages ago that we had the bird bath, so I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to find it anytime soon. So if we do eventually find it, we can always just sell it off. Alright, 5 bags of cement. Let's grab 5 bags of cement. And the next other thing that I'm going to craft is going to be a whole bunch of seeding for the area. A hedge arch. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. I wonder if we can put like a hedge arch like on the other side of it, like over here. That might be kind of cool. But yeah, let's maybe start by placing the cement bird bath. I feel like I asked this question before, but I wonder if the cement bird bath actually attracts birds. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. We don't exactly have the ability to put this right smack bang in the middle. So it's going to be offset a little bit. I'm not entirely sure I'm happy with that, guys. Do I perhaps maybe put a bird bath there and just leave the fountain here? Because at least with the fountain, you can have it sort of right in the middle, because it takes up like 4 spaces. Anyway, we might play around with placement a little bit later. I do want seating. And I want to make like some better seating, because, you know, we have like a whole bunch of like, I don't know, gumwood benches, or yeah, gumwood seats everywhere, but not exactly anything better than that. So where are they? There we go. Iron wood bench. I think that sounds good. Actually, let's pin that. We need iron and wood. Let's get a few more planks cut up. Okay, and I don't know how many we would want here. I reckon 2 to begin with, because I'm not entirely sure if we'll be able to fit any more than that anyway. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, I don't think so, guys. I don't think we're going to move the fountain. We'll probably just keep the bird bath here. I think that's a good idea. And perhaps maybe what we could do instead of what we've got going at the square is perhaps maybe we can play around with a little bit of the elevation here. We can maybe put some planters like in the middle, and yeah, we can have the bird bath sort of standing on a little bit of a pedestal, if that makes sense. And yeah, maybe we'll surround it with some planters. Getting a little tired. It is late already, but I think we'll have a little bit of strength just to make some more of these planters, and then we'll call it a night, I reckon. It's been good today. We've been doing quite a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if 8 is overkill, but we'll see in a second. There we go. It's just right. Yeah, so from here, we basically just want, you know, a whole bunch of flowers. I'll have to sort of think about what flowers to get. What would be nice to be right in the middle? I'm not sure. We've got, you know, all these purple, blue, and, you know, red colored flowers everywhere around the town. Perhaps maybe something of a different color. I don't know, I'm even thinking perhaps maybe billy buttons need to go there, you know, like have the center like bright yellow. Might be nice. But anyway, we're getting there, guys. Hopefully the town's starting to look a little bit nicer. One thing that I did sort of, I guess, overlook, though, is what I just mentioned before, whether or not we want to have, like, pots and stuff replacing some of the planters for the various shops. I don't know, that could be an idea, but then it would mean that we've got various planters, spare planters that are doing nothing, but that's alright. I am happy with the square. Looks like people are happy with the square too, so yeah, I think it's turned out really, really nice. The only other thing is I'm probably going to experiment with that sort of hedge that we sort of saw before and see if that's, you know, gonna do us any good. But we'll see. It'll have to be another episode, obviously. But yeah, for now, just gonna make our way back home. Call it a night. And sort of just quickly contemplate on all the achievements of the day. I completely missed some of this bottle brush. So I might just quickly grab some of those. We can probably store it tomorrow. We'll have a nice, juicy, cooked guandong to round out the night. So summer farm's looking good. I only foresee that we will need to sort of juggle around what's being grown right here in this patch where the wheat is. We might actually just exchange that for some more tomatoes and some more onions. And yeah, that'll be the farm done. So things are coming along for various, I guess, projects in town. The Western Connection's almost done as well, so really, really happy about that. But anyway, guys, as usual, I do hope you enjoyed this playthrough. One thing that I do want to just mention as well at the very end, because I keep forgetting, is the channel has finally reached 300 subscribers plus. I think we're at 330 something right now, and yeah, I'm just really, really stoked. Very humbled that people are subscribing, people are viewing, people are leaving comments, leaving likes, etc, etc. If you're here and you're, you know, you don't fit in any of those categories, that's okay. I totally appreciate all the lurkers as well, because yeah, I think the biggest percentage of people are those who are just lurking, really. But that's okay. That's all good. Alright, guys, again, leave a like, dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.